Welcome to my lecture series on stochastic process. So in this lecture, we shall discuss about some theorems on transient and persistent states. Then we shall discuss about the periodicity of a Markov chain and some examples relating to this. Now let us start. We shall consider a theorem which gives a necessary and sufficient condition for a state J to be a recurrent state. So now the theorem a state J is a recurrent if and only if summation n equal to 0 to infinity p jjn, this is equal to infinity. Now proof. Now first consider the necessary part. Now assume that the state J is a recurrent. Now since state J is recurrent, hence we must have Fjj star, that is equal to summation over n Fjjn, this is equal to 1. Now we know that from the relation between the generating functions of Pjjn and Fjjn, so we have Pjjs, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus Fjjs. So hence limit s tends to 1 minus Pjjs, that is equal to limit s tends to 1 minus 1 by 1 minus Fjjs. So here we take s tends to 1 minus because the values of s are less than unity. That is, we have mod s less than 1. So s comes closer to 1 from the values less than 1. So now we have Pjjn, since we have Pjjs, that is equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity Pjjn s to the power n, where mod is less than 1. So limit s tends to 1 minus Pjjs, that is equal to limit s tends to 1 minus summation n equal to 0 to infinity Pjjn s to the power n. This is equal to limit s tends to 1 minus, this is 1 by 1 minus fjjs. Now that is equal to 1 by 1 minus limit s tends to 1 minus summation n equal to 0 to infinity fjjn s to the power n. Which implies that limit implies that summation n equal to 0 to infinity Pjjn, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus limit n equal to 0 to infinity fjjn, this is equal to infinity. Because this value is 1 by 0, this becomes infinity. So now this establishes our necessary part. Now for the sufficient part, let summation n equal to 0 to infinity Pjjn, this is equal to infinity. Now if possible, let us assume that the state J is a transient state. Is a transient state. So transient state means we must have f jj star, that is equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity fjjn. This must be less than 1 for a transient state. So n equal to 0 to infinity Pjjn, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus n equal to 0 to infinity fjjn, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus a value less than 1. So that means this is finite, which is finite. So this limit n, this n equal to 0 to infinity p j j n, this is a finite value. That implies summation n equal to 0 to infinity p j j n is finite, which is a contradiction, to the given fact that this state J is transient. That means, which is a contradiction to the fact that n equal to 0 to infinity p j j n is finite. Thus, our assumption on state J as a transient state is not correct. Therefore, state J is a recurrent or persistent state. So, which establishes the sufficient part, hence the theorem. So now consider another theorem which is based upon the transient state. Now this theorem if the state K is transient, then limit n tends to infinity p j k n, this tends to 0. Now proof. We know that p j k n that is equal to summation r equal to 0 to n f j k r into p k k n minus r. Now this implies p j k n that is equal to summation r equal to 0 to n f j k r into p k k n minus r plus r equal to n plus 1 to n f j k r into p k k n minus r. Now this is equation 1. and this is equation 1. Now we know that limit n tends to infinity pkkn tends to 0 for the transient state k, for the transient state k. Now so 0 less than equal to limit r equal to 0 to n fjkr into pkk n minus r. This is less than summation r equal to 0 to n p kk n minus r. Because this is the probability less than 1, so this less than this, and this tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. So the first part of the equation 1 tends to 0. Now for the second part. Now consider the second part of equation 1. Now here 0 is less than equal to summation r equal to n plus 1 to n f jk r into pkk n minus r. This is less than summation r equal to n plus 1 to n f jk r. Now we can find a smallest arbitrary positive number epsilon such that zero less than equal to r equal to n plus 1 to n f jk r pkk n minus r. This is less than r equal to n plus 1 to n f jk r. This is less than epsilon. So this tends to 0. So both first part and second part of equation 1 is less than epsilon, and epsilon is very or arbitrary small positive number, so that we can have pjkn. This tends to 0. Now hence limit n tends to infinity pjk n, this tends to 0. Now this is proved for J to be a transient, K to be a transient state. Now consider periodicity. Consider a Markov chain with state I such that P I is greater than 0. Now we define the periodicity of the state J, or the period of the state J, as dj, that is equal to GCD of all n greater than 1 for which P iin, this is greater than 0. That means that the di, it is the GCD of all n for which P iin greater than 0. So di is the period of the state I. So that the if P is the transition probability matrix, then if we consider P to the power one, that is P, P to the power 2, P to the power 3, and P di. So here this P di, and then if we consider P di plus 1, then this will be equal to P1. So that means the periodicity is a class property. So now let us consider an example for this. Consider a Markov chain with 3 states 0, 1 and 2. Now let the transition probability matrix is given by 0, 1, 0, half, 0, half, then 0, 1, 0. Now if we find P square, that is equal to P into P, so that will be half, 0, half, 0, 1, 0 and half, 0, half. If we find PQ, that is equal to P square into P, so that will be equal to again P. If we find P4, that will be equal to p square, and p5 that will be equal to p. So that means for this problem we can find if p square equal to p to the power 4 equal to p to the power 6 up to so on, and p to the power 1 equal to p to the power 3 equal to p to the power 5 equal to so on. That means the periodicity is 2. Periodicity equal to 2 for this marker. So periodicity, it is a class property, and this gives the number of transitions after which the system returns to its original state. Now let us consider another theorem. If two states are communicable with each other, then their period must be same. So that if the states J and K are communicable to each other, that is J communicable to K, and dj dk be their periods, then we must have dj equal to dk. Now we shall prove this theorem. Now suppose state K is accessible from state J, that is then there exists a positive number m for which pjkm is greater than 0. Similarly, state J is accessible from state K, then there exists a positive number n for which pkkn greater than 0. Now assume that pkks is greater than 0. Now consider Pjj m plus n plus s, that is equal to sum over k p jk n into p k s into p kj n. Now this is greater than p jkm into p kks into p kjn. This is equation 1. Now consider p jj m plus 2s plus n. So that is equal to k p this is p jk m into p kk 2s into p kj n. This is greater than p jk m p kk s 2s into p kj n. This is also greater than 0. Now this is equation 2. Now consider p kk 2s. This is greater than p kk s into p kk s. This is also greater than 0. So now we shall consider we have p kk 2s, that is equal to summation over nu p k nu s into p nu k s. This is greater than p k k s into p k k again s. This is greater than 0. So now from equation 2, so then equation 2 is positive, and from the definition of periodicity, we must have p jj dj. This is greater than 0. So from equation 1, we can write dj divides m plus n plus s, and equation 2 implies that from equation 2 implies that dj also divides m plus n plus 2s. So this implies that dj divides this minus this must divides s. So that implies dj that is equal to dk. So this proves that periods of state j and state k are same. Now consider another example. Consider a Markov chain with state space S equal to E1, E2, E3, E4 and E5, and transition probability matrix P equal to 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, then 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, then 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we can see that this is E1, this is E2, then this is E3, then E4, then E5, and then E5 to E1. So from this transition graph, it is clear that starting from each state, we can reach any other state after 5 transitions. After 5 transitions, we can come back to that state. So the period of any state j, this is equal to 5. So and we can see that it is in cyclic form. So p to the power 5, this will be equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. This will be identity matrix 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. And this here p to the power 5 equal to p to the power 10 equal to p to the power 15 up to so on. So periodicity is equal to 5. Periodicity equal to 5. Now similarly, you can verify that a Markov chain with transition probability p equal to, this is r0, p0, 0, 0, 0, 0, then q1, r1, p1, 0 to 0, then 0, q2, R2, P2, then all other elements are 0 and up to so on. With the states are E0, E1, E2 up to so on. Here all the states are communicable with each other, and we can find that this is any state, its period is 2. Periodicity equal to 2. That means after two transitions, the markup any state can be returned to itself. You can verify, and the states are aperiodic. All the states are aperiodic. Their period is 1. Now we have studied the necessary and sufficient condition for a state to be a persistent state. Then there is a condition for a transient state. Then the concept of periodicity. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the lecture.